Paul Benson's Knife in the Heart, published in 2011, belongs to the true crime genre. In this book, Benson details a real case that occurred in Florida, where a love triangle between Sarah Ludeman, Rachel Wade, and Joshua Camacho culminated in a homicide. Both young women competed for the affections of Joshua, a manipulative and unreliable man. The story chronicles how intense emotion and personal conflicts led to a deadly confrontation between the two teenagers, resulting in Sarah's tragic death and Rachel's arrest for murder. The book unfolds throughout a brief space, using testimonial accounts and details from the trial, highlighting the interplay of youthful emotions, the social environment, and the events that led to the tragic outcome. Benson combines powerful storytelling with thoughtful elements about the consequence of poorly informed emotional decisions and the cost of conflict stemming from toxic relationships. The author, known for writing numerous titles in the true crime genre, includes photographs and additional documentation to complement the narrative, enriching the reader's experience and providing a deeper context for the case.
Okay, today we're going to talk about the book A Knife in the Heart, Love, Lies, and Murder. Talking about the main topics, we have love and obsession. The book shows us the idea and try to explore the concept of how what we know as love could transform into obsession and create a possibility for a harmful behavior in our relationships and in our daily life. The second, the youth and intense emotions. On the book, as we can see, the development of the story, it analyzes the impact of the emotions and impulsive decisions in the life of young people. And finally, the toxic relationships. It highlights the way that some links could be dangerous based on manipulations and deceptions in some specific actions. And finally, the social impact of the book. Social impact appears on its exploration about different topics for our society nowadays, like the emotional damage, violence, and the redemption of some of our problems showed of the book, trying to create an empathy and encouraging the reflection of consequences of the previous violence, a way to regret and understanding what we deserve on these situations by the use of dialogue and other meaningful insights of new opportunities to other similar issues.
These are the main topics. The deadly confrontation. The central scene of the book is the confrontation between Rachel Wade and Sarah Liebman on a street in Florida. This emotional and physical clash culminates in Rachel stabbing Sarah with a knife, marking the point of no return and the core of the criminal case. Next, we have the trial. The narrative includes a detailed analysis of Rachel's trial, where evidence, testimonies, and the legal implications of the case are presented. This segment reveals how impulsive decisions driven by emotional conflicts impacts the judicial system. And finally, love triangle. Several scenes explore the tensions between Sarah, Rachel, and Joshua Camacho. They highlight Joshua's emotional manipulation and the growing hatred between the two young women, which escalates the situation to its tragic conclusion. These are the main characters. Sarah Ludman, a 17-year-old described as innocent and inexperienced in romantic relationships. Her connection with Joshua leads her into a fatal rivalry with Rachel. Rachel Wade, an 18-year-old, passionate, and emotionally volatile, who ends up committing Sarah's murder. She embodies the consequences of youthful obsession and impulsivity. Joshua Camacho, the focal point of the love triangle, he is portrayed as manipulative and non-committal, feeling conflicts between the two girls who loved him. These are the key themes. Toxic relationships. Examines how bonds based on manipulation and jealousy can spiral into extreme violence. Next, we have impulsive decisions. Highlights the role of emotional immaturity in decision making that irreversibly affects lives. Youth and emotional vulnerability illustrates the danger of a lack of emotional guidance for teenagers. Justice and morality raises questions about personal responsibility and the role of circumstances in criminal acts. What does this case teach us? This case highlights the devastating consequences of unhacked emotions and toxic relationships, particularly among young people navigating emotional vulnerability. It underscores the importance of fostering emotional intelligence and unhealthy communication to prevent conflicts from escalating into tragedy. Furthermore, it raises critical questions about personal accountability, the influence of manipulation in relationships, and the role of society in guiding youth towards better decision making. Thank you.